Yeah, that was...
Speed up, speed up, speed up.
I felt like telling him, take this job and shove it. Because he came over and he said, this is not the family laundry. You are not fast enough.
Now, we could have put in there, when we was living at Rapid City, she worked at Sears and Roebuck, and I'd have to give her a pep talk every night so she'd go back to work the next day. And then at Garnett, I had to give her a pep talk to ignore him and keep working.
Because she let those bosses get her down, huh?
Yeah.
Come home every night and mad. I hated that being criticized. Well, the job in Rapid City at Sears was that way because we had a woman boss, and all of the employees despised her because she was so hateful to us. And
You better check, make sure that's off the record.
I think it is on the record, isn't it? You turned
Yeah.
it on, didn't you?
Yeah.
I thought I saw him turn it
Yeah.
on. He was being sneaky. But I thought, well, that's all right. Because we did forget a lot of things.
But if she hadn't been pregnant with you, she'd have had a full-time job with Sears in the office.
When they found out...
that she could type and had been a secretary, why, they was going to take her out of the stock room.
Well, they did have me typing for a while, and when I said I was going to have to quit because I couldn't lift the boxes anymore, and the boss told me, said, well, you can work in the office full time. You can work for as many months as you want to. But I didn't continue working because I went back to Missouri for David to be born.
Now, where did you go to school? Didn't you go to some school after high school?
Yes, I went to Kansas City Business College.
And what did you do there?
Took business courses, secretarial courses,
And is that-
shorthand and typing and machine dictaphone.
And is that where you met Catherine? Is that
Yes, that's where I met Catherine Burnett, and she's the one that introduced me to Bill because she was from Parker, Kansas, and she used to live in Garden City, Missouri, and she remembered me, and I sat in front of her, and she said, "I know you," and I said, "From where?" And she said, "Well, I used to live near Garden City, Missouri, and your dad used to haul livestock for my dad." So we became good friends, and then eventually got an apartment together, and then that's how it came about that she knew about Edward Burnett knowing Bill and Junior Burnett, and so that's how we met then. Back to what he explained why when he went to Kansas City.
right?
And then Catherine was my matron of honor at our wedding.
And Dad, where did you go to school after high school? Did you go directly in the military, or did you?
No, I worked under NYA and had a job with an architectural firm when I enlisted.
What's NYA?
National Youth Administration.
And what was that?
Roosevelt keep the young people off the streets. We got $18 a month, which were big bucks in those days.
Well, what year was that?
40. When did I enlist? 42. Let's see, they declared war in 41, and I was taking the 5th year in high school. I always told people I flunked, and Evelyn didn't like that, but I actually took that 5th year. I didn't have money to go to college, but I got courses like typing and public speaking and English that I thought I needed more of, and the typing paid big bucks because that's what I did in service. Had a good job.
And the architecture. What did you learn in architecture at the?
Well, that NYA, they was teaching us uh, architecture, and when that war started, they was taking you off the street if you had any idea about anything. And our instructors said there's no need of sitting in here trying to learn about it if they'll hire you and teach you, and that's what happened. I worked on the first Veterans Hospital in Topeka, Kansas. We were surveying and staking out the barracks.
Okay, well, we'll do another chapter tomorrow. Thanks for sharing.